Hello, everybody, and welcome to Descent into Avernus.
We can't
the
hear
Blood
anything.
War.
We can't hear Guy.
You can't hear me, but they can hear me. They, them's the
He's
ones
the
that are
silent
watching.
one.
Yes.
Yay!
So they heard me saying hello and welcome to you all. I have evidence. You guys didn't. Anyway, so yes, welcome to the last show of Descent into Avernus, the Blood War. You're all here and looking slightly different from how we saw you last week. Where are all of our Descent into Avernus characters? Where are Ixtec, Thorn, May, and Yormund? They're doing their thing. To give you a brief and quick recap before we move on, Yormund had pledged his allegiance undying and eternal to the Archdevil Bell, and his allegiance and oath of fealty involved hunting down and destroying angels. Am I correct there, Michael?
Oh, that is absolutely correct. With massive and vengeful impunity.
There we go. No hatred, really. Well, not no, actually, lots of hatred. Someone else who remained in Avernus as also a now employee with benefits is Ixtec. Ixtec became a full-fledged devil, working directly underneath the devil whom had originally been Ixtec's warlock patron, and is now just directly Ixtec's Dark Master Vox. What do you think Ixtec's first sort of thing is to do?
Apart from getting their coat back, I don't know. I think that they just really enjoying themselves. I think, like for once, getting like recognition for what they do, like appreciation.
There we go.
Not against the party, but against their everyone else in the world. And they've been keeping track. I think they were very, very intrigued by this idea that as Zariel was being manipulated, and there was some bigger thing going on. So I think they've been trying to keep their foot in that whole thing and sort of been popping in and out of Zariel's life.
There we go. Heading to the surface now, we had one character whom I think basically went and completed their character journey, which was their backstory. Their entire population had been decimated, burned quite literally to a cinder. They swore revenge upon the devil who had done it, and then they slew the devil who did it, along with his demonic or devilish Tyrannosaurus Rex as well. And post-game we discovered completely illegally, because that's not how magic works, but that's okay, we don't care because it was epic. Thorn was on a great journey and returned to said forest afterwards to find it had started to regrow. So yes, Kaora, there was lots of debate going on the various channels, and I'm just like, well, actually that staff, actually, it needs to be planted. And we debated the planting word for a long time. And then someone pointed out, and it says in soil. Somewhere there's a reference in soil. Right. Somewhere in fertile soil. Someone somewhere went and found the rule. And I looked at it and went, that's okay. Rule of cool. Rock. It worked. It was spectacular.
I think, if you're going to be... Okay. All Thorn had to do was throw down some soil and then
Yeah. Or you can clench it up in your fist and one punch.
What's the T-Rex fertile is the question.
I was going to say, is living flesh not a fertile medium?
I know, right?
Look, in Avernus, it definitely is a fertile medium for a whole bunch of nasty things to grow. So, absolutely. I think, but that's also the joy of the game, is that we ran with it, we had fun, it died spectacularly, and then afterwards you go, oh, but it actually, that's what it was written as. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, if we moved on and it came up again, you have a pouch of sand, which has got some fertilizer in it. Same thing, right?
You have to be like, okay, well, it's kind of a broken item. Maybe next game the staff gets broken.
Yes, right. So there we are. And then May, your story was possibly the one that didn't wrap up as neatly because you were separated from Nazaya, whom you had been absolutely loyal to the entire time, but not by a large amount of geography. So do you think May kind of got what she wanted?
Yeah, because May had a whole arc where, you know, she realized that the thing that she valued most was getting Nazaya back, which is a very unselfish thing.
Yes.
And I think through that she realized, and through being, you know, literally told by an angel, your soul is stained, she suddenly realized that just coasting and doing what she's told is enough evil, if you see what I mean. It's the sort of evil flourishes when good people do nothing. And the fact that she just been doing what she was told, the fact that, you know, she didn't do anything evil unless she was told to do it, did not get her off the hook. That was a problem. And because that had always been her way, if you see what I mean. So I think there was a lot of character redemption going on, or like the seeds for character redemption. And I think that sort of really set her on that arc, as it were. You didn't see the active part of that. What you saw was the first bit of a Xena Princess Warrior style redemption arc, which is I think where she would be going, like killing for good, and then maybe less of the killing.
Yes, you're quite right, and I think that's wonderful. Absolutely. So that is where we were. Now, before we get into the minutiae of where we are now, and as to why we suddenly have Captain Victor Salt, Flick, Jaggedjaw, and Lahuna Pescarian with us, I'm going to throw some love out to our sponsors, and those sponsors are World Anvil, worldanvil.com. They kept the characters for Descent into Avernus, the Blood War, safe and sound, as well as the characters for Ghost Salt Marsh, who now get to add perhaps another chapter to their existence. And Dungeon Fog made all of the maps that you will see in tonight's show. You're only going to see one, actually, unless chaos happens, which it may very well do. But they made all of the maps that we're going to be using tonight. Fantasy Grounds providing us with the platform upon which we play, and I am very grateful to say, storing all of the character information, sometimes, except when the DM deleted them. But aside from that, all the monsters and those kind of things are being managed by Fantasy Grounds. And I've just been thrown off by a little blast from the past. Leather Lair for providing me with this leather jacket, from which I was able to channel my inner devil until he was murdered. In cold blood for no reason whatsoever. Innocent
reason.
Devil. Just
I'd like to point out and take a why at the very end of all things did he forget that he has spent every single day since we've met him flitting in and out of existence through teleportation, except the moment he died. I'm like sitting there at the top going, come on.
So there was a thing happening there which never came to light. And it would have if he had
survived. His weakness is volcanoes?
No.
No, it's that thing where you can't fast travel when there's enemies nearby, right?
Well, there's a game mechanic.
Yeah,
you can't access the world map when enemies nearby. Yeah, absolutely.
So he can't.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, perfect.
He could, yeah, no.
Like you hear the battle music and that's it.
That's right. Yeah, you can't save. Yeah, there were reasons why he couldn't, which I won't go into necessarily because they might affect today's game. But yes, he could not leave. Whether he wants
stick around for Afterlife, and maybe we'll tell you then.
Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we'll
ask again then.
And so let us now bring our thoughts towards today's game. Hell, Avernus, has been an interesting place for the last 3 years, since the bizarre invasion of the demons, who were very successfully repulsed by Archdevil Bell himself and his cunning wiles, manipulating and destroying the demons wherever they might be. New entities have joined the fray and have already started to cause ripples within the Devil's Court. But that's not where our focus lies. Instead, we journey to the surface via the Pit of Golgur. We find ourselves once again in the azure seas, where those great grey waves wash around the industrious little town of Salt Marsh. Salt Marsh has changed in 3 years since we were last here. There is now a large castle that is under massive construction at the behest of the king and overseen by Admiral Tarquin himself. Our intrepid crew of the Second Chance have been very busy. There was to be a marriage, a very important marriage, but that fell to the wayside when war was declared. The aquatic elf nation decided that it was time for them to prove who were going to be the dominant masters of the Azure Sea, and as a result launched a surprise attack on the merfolk kingdoms. Immediately this plunged the entire Azure Sea and all of the kingdoms around it into a state of absolute chaos. Who would the surfaces align with? Would the humans join the sides of the aquatic elves, or would they seek to support those that are even more foreign and fishy? The battle raged for almost 2.5 years until eventually the aquatic elves were driven back to their giant floating islands and forced to surrender unconditionally to the allied forces of the merfolk, the seabolds, the humans, and the elves above. This has now led to a state of, well, calm, if you will, on the high seas. And so the Second Chance, no longer employed in running daring raids and attacking those targets that might be of benefit to keeping peace within the great nations of the Azure Ocean, have now found themselves at a bit of a loose end. Indigo, the druid and aquatic elf, was mysteriously lost in the battles. Not killed, just lost. Her allegiances were split the moment war was declared, of course, but she has disappeared. The marriage that Lahuna Pascarin was sworn to engage in didn't happen. Her betrothed on the Merfolkian side was killed, unfortunately, or fortunately, at the very beginning of the war, and her second betrothed, the one who was going to get her out of all of the trouble, tell the one-eyed mapmaker. In a desperate final battle, he had run out of ballista bolts to fire at the enemy, and so, in his last act of patriotism, peg-leg to the fore, fired himself at the enemy. It was heroic. And so our heroes find themselves aboard the Second Chance, where a rather mysterious stranger but a week ago paid them a visit, reeking of sulphur and garlic, a lot of garlic. This individual who refused to be identified and who had one of those mysteriously deep hoods that has extra lighting in it so you can't see the face of the person, regardless of what angle you look at it or where you try to climb in the case of certain mages. The figure gave them some information. There is a certain fortress that has been constructed around a volcano on an island that isn't even on the charts. It is so small and insignificant. The island is known as Bleakbore Island, and the volcano is slightly active. However, there is a madman, a warlock of some power, who is attempting to cause the volcano to erupt on a massive scale. An eruption of this magnitude would cause significant disruption to the Azure Seas. It would kill crops, let alone all of the individuals in the outlying areas, boil the ocean around it, and cause much death and mayhem. As to why this warlock is operating is unknown, but what is known is that there are many entities very interested in preventing the volcano from exploding. Captain Salt and the Second Chance have decided that it's in their best interests and worth the 25,000 gold piece reward promised them by the mysterious stranger. To show that he was not just full of hot air, he left a sizable deposit to the value of 12,000 gold in the form of a very beautiful gold gilt cage. A large, rather ornate relic-holding box, if you like, worth a significant sum. And so our intrepid heroes find themselves on the beach of the island at the base of this massive volcano. Halfway up the volcano is the fortress of this insane warlock. His name is Voxen Chan, and he is rumoured to be quite insane. That's where you find yourselves. What you doing?
Well, what I can't understand is why nobody can pay us in money.
Well, you know, people are stingy.
I might as well open some kind of store at this rate, like a pawn shop or something.
A pawn shop? I don't know if that's allowed.
I like prawns.
You know what? I think opening a prawn shop would be nicer than whatever is going to happen here.
So, Captain.
What?
Oh, we both sewed at the same time, didn't we?
So much
Captain.
sewing.
Yeah, so. Well, so. Captain, just putting a question out there for you.
What?
Let's say we don't stop this warlock in time, and this whole thing goes sky high.
Yeah.
What exactly is the get out of Dodge plan here? No, I don't know about you, but I don't intend to become a fried fish anytime soon.
JC, we've known each other and worked together for quite a lot of years now, right? When have we ever had a get out of Dodge plan?
I don't know. We have Plan 3. Plan 3 is pretty good.
Plan 3 is what we're trying to prevent right now, Luna.
That's true. But on the other hand, if it does blow up, I reckon it will be like blown into the sea, and then it'll be nice and cool, and then we can all swim away really fast, and then it'll be okay, right?
And you know what? To be fair, you and I remember Plan 3 very differently.
Well, I think that these things are flexible, and I think that we should all just try and be friends. You know, maybe if we talk to the madman, he'll be nice, and we can recruit him, and then he can come join us, because you know what? The second chance is all about making friends and being nice to people, and then recruiting people, and then it's nice.
I don't have a habit of recruiting crazed, murdering mages, present company accepted, of course.
I look fixedly at Jaggerjaw and Flick from the one to the other.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I am all of those things.
Yes.
As you have been wandering forward, I'm going to interrupt you here because you guys are talking and moving your characters at the same time, which is fine. It just means I can't tell you what's happening. I know your wily ways. So, Flick, as you are walking forward, you notice that just ahead of you, and I actually should have made it darker, but just ahead, black pen on a black background, just ahead of you, near the red sphere, just ahead of you, there is a cave which seems to have stairs going up into the fortress that sits above you. So to give you a descriptor, you've got this large black basalt rock, dolerite rock, heading upwards to the peak of the volcano, and stretched out across one side of it is this fortress that's got sort of blackened tiles, covered in ash, very, very grim-looking stone structure. And then at the base is this cave entrance, and standing in front of that cave entrance, there are two very large statues. Which I was like, what? There are these two very large statues, which you will now be able to see, standing in front. Yeah, but they're underneath the palm trees. So
Okay.
Yeah, I went for palm tree rather than statue. So
I think I left something in the ship.
Yeah, that's it.
Taxi.
Wow, they're big statues. Yeah, so that's what you see.
Walked right up to those.
Yes. Well, there was talking happening whilst they were walking.
I see.
It's like,
Okay. All right.
Okay. You haven't yet. Sorry, I'm just going to drag you backward.
Are we supposed to go in the cave? I don't really want to go in the cave.
It's either that or climb up the side of the mountain and try to get to what you can see to your far right. There is a ballista mounting on the other side of a river of lava.
Okay,
that
Flick
you could
cast
possibly
fly.
You could fly in. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I cast fly. I'm now flying.
I can't
love it
fly,
when he does
Flick.
that.
I've told you this almost every day for the last 3 years. I don't fly, Flick.
Laguna is jumping to try and catch her feet.
Yeah, maybe. Who wants to fly as well?
Me, I
don't-
want to fly. I want to fly. Can I fly? I want to fly.
Okay.
I don't want to fly.
I float down and
I'll-
touch Lahuna on the shoulder, and now
Stay here,
Lahuna
thank
can
you.
fly.
I believe I can fly. Fly, fly, fly.
Oh wait! Actually, I can't do that.
Okay. So you just touch her on the shoulder.
And nothing happens.
Blem, blem, blem. I'm licked by my licky armor.
The coral,
Oh,
the
yeah,
living
I
coral
forgot.
armor.
Sorry. Just me. I could just fly. Sorry.
I got so excited.
I know. I'm sorry.
Maybe if I flap really hard,
Gonna start just flying round Lahuna's head.
Laguna is flapping furiously. Maybe
Yeah.
if I just flap enough, the magic will work.
Jagged Jaw, as you
believe.
walk forward,
Ah, crap.
text on the sides of these statues illuminates.
Oh no.
Ooh, shiny.
What languages do you speak, Jags?
I speak common and
Yeah, you
shark.
do.
Common and Sharkan. There we go. Absolutely. So yes, these texts illuminate, but you can't read them. They're in a very bizarre language. Captain Salt, you're
Flick.
nearby. What languages do you speak?
Common.
Common and deaf.
And thieves can't.
Oh,
Thieves
right.
can't.
All right. Okay. Yep. No, you can't read them
Flick.
either.
We've got writing down here. That's your thing.
I don't move. I like freeze.
Okay.
I speak Aquan. Is that any good?
Aquin won't help you at this point.
Okay, I go up and I poke the writing.
Okay, so is it Aquan, Celestial, Abyssal, Common, Deep Speech, Draconic, Orcish? Any
Yes.
of those?
Yes, all of those.
Orcish?
It's all of it. It is.
One of each.
It is abyssal.
Oh,
And
Yeah, I
it,
can read it.
yeah, it simply reads, "Friends may pass."
Oh, it says friends may pass.
We're friends.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it means. I think
But- What if we like hug the statue? Maybe
Anyone
that
can
will
give me a religion check.
work.
sure. I'm really bad at that.
Oh, I got 15 from Flick. Yeah.
Hey!
Paladin knows nothing.
I'm saving my rolls.
I rolled a 2.
What did you get, Michael? What did Jagged Jaw get?
No, I'm saving my rolls. I'm
Are
not
you-
doing
you're
it. I'm
not
not doing
doing
it. Not after last.
Okay.
Not after last
Okay.
week.
You refuse. Flick, between you and Salt, if this is abyssal, the abyss, generally speaking, doesn't actually have friends, and the word you translated as friends may pass, it actually means those who are not condemned to oblivion for all eternity may
Right.
pass.
yeah. So plan B, I think I'm going to fly up to that window over there, drop down a rope, and you can all climb up.
Meanwhile, Jagged Jaw is still frozen between the two of them. He's not moving, but he's not moving voluntarily.
Oh wait, he's actually frozen.
No. He's just not moving.
Oh,
Yeah.
As in,
I'm waiting for you guys because these things lit up as I was walking past, and I'm like,
Yes.
ugh! I know how traps work. I'm a ranger.
Jagsy, come back.
I very gingerly take a few steps backwards.
Okay, as you take a few steps backwards, the text disappears.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't
All right.
seem like something we could get past, honestly.
Let's ignore the creepy statues and the dark cave, shall we?
But I called this one Gerald. He's my friend now.
All right, okay.
Wait,
No,
did
no.
she grab the?
She's
she grab the
holding onto
statue's
the
leg?
leg of one of the statues, yes.
I'm hugging it. Yeah.
How close are we to the shore?
The shore is probably about 50 or 60 feet distant behind you.
Captain, I've got an idea.
What?
Oh no.
What is the idea, Jaxie?
What if we get a couple of sailing ropes, tie them around the legs, tie them around the ships, tell them to do a lap around the island, and take these statues for a swim?
Can we try Flick's idea first?
Yeah, I mean, it's the least complicated.
Yes.
Just what?
Just please get us up that window, if you would.
Okay.
All right.
Where's the nearest window, guy?
Okay.
Be careful.
If you look to the map, there's a thin balcony that sits in front of the main structure, just above these blue roofs. So this entire section is a balcony, and then there are doors in said balcony leading into a deeper part of the of the actual structure itself. So you can fit it up there without a problem whatsoever.
Yep, I land on the balcony and I throw down a rope.
All right.
There is a rope.
Gonna go climb up the rope.
Okie dokes.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Well, you should hold on because it's not tied to anything right now.
Well, fine.
And Flick is just like noodle arm going.
Well, if I grab it and it sort of goes like that, I'm not gonna,
Yeah. I'm gonna just try and tie it to a post or something nearby.
You loop it through the stone balcony fretwork that the archvillain failed to realize would be used as a rope wrap, and you secure it.
Oversight.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Salt, you climb up it. You've been a sailor from your whole life. You don't have to make a check. So you get to the top of it. Are you following Lahuna, or are you remaining with Gerald?
What's Jagajaw doing?
Come on, Lahuna. Sort of try and pull her away from the leg.
Okay, bye.
You'll be
Gerald,
here when
I
you get
like
back.
you. Bye. Bye. Have fun. Don't be too stony or anything. I like you. Bye. Bye. Go for a walk. It's good for you. And then I go with Jagajaw. It's fine.
I'm gonna.
God damn it.
Flick, you don't see anything up here. You're busy marveling at the view, because from here you can see all the way to the sea.
+8
I'm a climb up.
investigation, and I rolled a 1.
Victor sort of
Sorry,
turns
yes, you
to,
rolled a 1.
to
What am I
Flick
doing?
and goes, reminds me again why I haven't
you're
retired yet. Yay! We're starting out well, I feel.
Yeah. There we go.
What are you guys looking for? Oh, you don't have to make climbing checks. No, you guys you've been on a ship for years. This is literally just climbing up a 70-foot rope. It's easy. It's not a problem.
I love
All right.
this.
You get onto the balcony. It runs
All right.
to the far right-hand side, right up to the volcano waterfall, and there are two
Ready?
doors directly off of this corridor. As far as Flick is concerned, all is well. There's just the quiet, gentle
Permission to
clinking
check the room,
sound
Captain.
of the lava.
Be my guest.
Jagajaw reaches into his jacket, pulls out what looks to be a thin bit of circular rubbery fabric.
Okay.
I will portable hole
Ooh.
Ooh.
You make
and
a
peer in.
and you peer in.
Yep.
Okay. Into this section here where you're standing, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go for the corner, because I'll imagine that the corner of the room will have some form of like cover or concealment.
Okay,
Like
sure.
not trying to sort of show up
You
behind
look
someone.
into the back of an armored head, standing in front of what appears to be a rather large chamber with a stone statue of some kind of lizard-like beast in the middle of it, but it's obscured by this head of armor, the helmet, and the pauldrons, and then you also realize that it's armor on a display rack.
Ah, whew. I was gonna quickly like reach in, grab the helmet, and just bang. Okay, no, that's fine. I'll take off my.
All right.
Oh wait,
that's
sorry.
what you're doing.
There wasn't anyone in there, was there?
Not that you can see. There was no movement whatsoever. Absolutely no movement
Cool.
whatsoever.
I'll give a thumbs up.
All right. Meanwhile, Lahuna, you've been inching your way towards the far end of the passageway. What are you doing?
Yeah. I would like to listen at this door, see if there's anybody chatting.
All right. Give me a perception check, if you so please.
I shall do that thing. Nope, that's persuasion. Sorry. I'm so sorry for that sound.
Loud cat.
I thought
There
it was me
is
for a second.
indeed a cat sound on the other side of the door.
Aw.
That's what you're hearing. You muted?
Sorry, I muted myself because I inadvertently trapped a cat in here with me.
Oh, no.
I thought they were all gone, but that one's black and it lurks. So Lahuna goes, "Oh, a kitty!" and opens the door.
Okay, you're going to open the door, or try to anyway. Captain Salt, your crew are going off in different directions. What are you doing?
It's what they always do.
That's what they
I'm
do,
just
yeah.
gonna. Yeah, that's what they do. I'm gonna just try this door.
You're just going to open the door after the thumbs up from Jaggerjaw. All right,
Yeah.
You open up the door, and that reveals this large room with 4 pieces of armor in the corners, highly decorative elvish armor, and in the very center is this large carving of, it looks to be a wingless dragon or drake perhaps. The nomenclature eludes you at the moment. As you look in, there's some doors leading outwards, but other than that, not much is going on.
Right. What have you got over there, Luna?
There's a kitty in here.
Right.
That is true. That's what Luna says
Okay.
as she's opening the door.
I think it wants to be friends.
Floating Flick, what are you doing? Because you're still flying.
Yeah. Does this fortress have a roof?
To a degree, it's a pitched slate roof like the ones just off of the edge of the map that you can see to the south. But yes, it does, and it's damaged in some places, intact in others.
Okay. I'm gonna just sort of float gently round and sort of poke my head round and try and look at where the lava's coming from.
Give me a dexterity saving throw
Flick, be careful.
as you discover a fundamental property of flight, which Leonardo da Vinci could not know.
Oh no.
Mm. This is gonna go badly.
Oh!
Oh,
Ooh.
that is not where you want to roll a natural one.
That is that.
Oh dear.
That is
Not good.
that. I don't know why it's not. No.
No.
Okay. It's like no. I will not. There we go.
Yay! You did it.
2 ones already!
2 ones in a row. That's a great start.
Get them out of the way early. That's
As you
good.
drift out over the lava, you discover the properties of hot air and are sent high up, tumbling head over heels as you are hit by a massive thermal rising above this volcano. That's where you go. Roll a d6 for me, please.
This is why I don't fly.
Tell me again why
You
I
have
haven't
been shot
retired.
40 foot up into the air as this thermal has taken place. And what you can see from your new vantage point with watering eyes is
Wow.
a large ballista entrenchment, which is unmanned at the moment. You reckon this is a ship-grade ballista, so it would be able to fire quite easily if it were manned. But yes, it is not currently manned. There is a very dodgy rope wooden bridge across the span, and then there's the actual volcano itself. Now, what you can see from here is in the middle of the volcano, in the caldera, is this large circular platform that has been built, and is currently glowing green, with an individual moving about it, it seems to be inscribing those runes, giving them power. Yes, from this distance, though, you can't hear what the person is saying over the sounds of the volcano. But there is definitely a hunched figure in a cowl and very ostentatious robes with little red garnets, supposedly looking like the lava itself, hopping around busy doing those rune inscriptions.
Right. And he's not seen me?
That's a very good question.
I didn't want to ask that question.
That's a
quite
very
busy.
This is
good-
like a little kobold going like a balloon.
I will bring him up
He's
right now.
blue, so he's camouflaged against the sky.
The sky.
Ah,
There
yeah,
is that. There is that.
Yeah.
No, he has not seen you.
Okay, good.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, has not seen you.
I don't like that name.
Yeah, I don't like
I
that.
don't like that name.
Well, it's not my turn.
No, it's not. I'll come back to you. Okay, Lahuna, you did
Yeah.
open the door,
Yeah.
and inside it looks like a hurricane has happened
Okay. So
because
like my cabin in the ship.
yeah, basically.
Pants everywhere. Yeah. legit.
Absolute mess everywhere. And there appears to be a reason for that. There is a very, very large animal, a cat, that is present. I will bring it into the room right now. That's busy stalking around, looking very, very angry. It's kind of got this very beautiful red fur with yellow stripes in it. But as you look at it, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, that is not what Lorna is good at.
Oh dear.
She's a paladin. She doesn't have any wisdom. That's ridiculous.
You stop because suddenly those stripes shift on its fur in an oscillating pattern. And you are now paralyzed.
Oh, look at the pretty kitty. It's so pretty. I can't look away from the pretty kitty.
You can't look away from the
Luna,
pretty
what-
kitty.
Look away from the pretty kitty. It's so
We're going this way. What are you doing?
I'm
This
just
is what
doing-
Lahuna's saying. That's all you can hear. It's just
Yes.
Luna halfway through the door, talking like that.
Yes. You are now paralyzed.
No.
Jaggerjaw?
Jaggerjaw sees Luna purring at the cat on the inside.
Except that now it's just gone.
Can I make a insight check to see if it's a involuntary sort of
Give me a medicine check.
heard not doing any?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Chuck's good at medicine.
Yeah.
Chuck's the doctors. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
They've got a good sense of blood.
Come on, buddy.
That's true.
Nah, no clue.
No.
She's fine.
Nah.
She's just doing what she
Fine.
does. You
No,
see her doing this
I'm
with
gonna-
fish all the time.
I'm gonna walk in then,
And eggs.
All right? And eggs.
drawing out my heavy anchor.
Okay. Yes.
Don't kill me.
I'm not
As you
smashing
do
anything
that,
yet.
the entire
Oh.
statue looks down at you,
Like this big one.
Oh no.
like that big one.
If I
no.
start to put it away, does it look away from me?
No.
No.
Its mouth starts to open, as a matter of fact, and you see this very black energy starting to build within its maw.
Try to get back.
Ah, inanimate object. Why?
Captain Salt,
Did I actually get back here?
what are you doing? Your party
Luna,
is
what are
well
you-
dispersed, tactically spread.
I don't know. Can I grab and drag Jagsy back out?
Sure, if Jagsy wants to be dragged out.
Oh, but I want to hit it.
Jagsy, get back out here! And I just go back and then just grab his coat and I just try to drag him back out onto the balcony.
Are you resisting Jaggerjaw?
I've learned better than to do that. So yep.
If you go backwards, the creature will get an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh.
Yes.
I want to go backwards. I want to go backwards. I don't want an attack of opportunity.
Give me a strength check, Captain Salt. Opposed strength check, please, Jaggerjaw.
All right. No.
Once again,
No.
Captain Salt remembers that trying to move Jaggerjaw is only possible with a sandwich from Le Chef.
That's true. All right. Fine. Victor just pulls out his sword and unhooks his massive axe from his belt and just, all right then.
Okay, we're going to go into combat and initiative, thanks to Fantasy Grounds says it's
Sorry, Luna.
Kitty who gets to go first. So, oh no, don't worry about initiative. Fantasy Grounds has done it for us already. Thank you, though. The cat, now that it has a prone target who smells of fish, moves forward and very delicately, as they sometimes do, just opens up its mouth, revealing these 4 massive dagger-like teeth, and just delicately puts it on your shoulder as it's about to drag you back into the room. It has advantage on this. And gets a natural 20!
Oh no! Oh no! This is so bad.
I feel like I need 9 lives to survive this. Lahuna's fine with this though. She's like, oh, Kitty,
Yeah. You're lucky though. You only take 6 points of damage as the teeth wrap around you, and then the cat drags you back into the room with it.
pretty kitty.
A very pretty kitty. Alright. So it's doing that. You may make a saving throw against this psychedelic effect, wisdom saving throw, because its fur is now still oscillating. If it was moving quickly before, now it is absolutely pulsating with cat-like glee.
I gain a bonus on my saving throw
Nice.
because I am surrounded by an aura of protection. This bonus is equal to my charisma modifier, which is 3.
Lovely.
So I'm going to roll the thing
Yes.
and then add 3 with my face head.
Nice.
So that's 5.
That is.
Am I unparalyzed? Please tell me I'm unparalyzed.
Yes, you are indeed unparalyzed. And I've just realised that saber tooth did not crit.
No, because it was
Because it did
Did it
roll a
damage?
natural 20. So I'm gonna give you some
Oh,
more
I see.
damage. Just quickly.
No,
Not
I
much.
don't want that. That's fine.
Another 10 damage.
That's
You're
a lot.
okay.
I don't need more teeth points in
Yes.
my shoulder.
You are no longer paralysed. Unfortunately, that took effect at the end of your round. So you
That's
are
fine.
coming to as this cat is now starting to maul on you very delicately.
How is the cat reacting to the licking? Because the armor is not paralyzed, and the armor is currently sampling this cat.
Yes, the
and going,
moment
"Yeah,
the
we've never
moment
tried to
your
make this
eyes
before."
can now move freely, you look over at the cat. It's got this massive purple tongue, which is busy rasping over your armor, and you're not sure who is enjoying this more, as the coral tendrils are trying to wrap around its big raspy tongue, or its raspy tongue is going, "Oh, it came pre-spiced. That's
There's a lot of
nice."
licking going on. That's all I
It's a
know.
meeting of minds. They
It's-
found each other.
Yeah.
Someone who licks back.
Meanwhile,
I kind of was half expecting the cat to start like.
meanwhile, there's a lot of stuff going on in the other chamber as this giant beast is now looking at you. It's just going to
Hello.
bite you. That's all it's doing. It's just going to bite you because that's what it does. That's what
It's the
they
thing.
like to do. Yes. Although now that Salt is there, as a matter of fact, you can see its mouth getting ready to rip into you, and then it goes, "Nah," and it just blasts out this black fire, which washes out over the two of you. You can both make dexterity saving throws, if you please.
Oh, great. I'm so good at those.
Jagsy passes, Victor fails.
Oh, I was good too.
It was...
It was okay.
Let's not judge it. This black...
My mommy thinks it's a good roll.
Fire washes over you, and you take 49 damage.
Oh, what?
Jagsy, you take half of that.
24.
Yeah.
Ow. Well, I'm glad we switched characters. That's all I can say.
Holy crap!
There's a lot of damage.
That is a significant amount of damage as this blackened flame washes out over you. What are you perceiving, Luna, apart from a giant cat trying to eat you?
Oh, I'm just curious if I can hear this from the other room. That's all. I didn't want to.
Yes, you can. You hear this whooshing sound, screaming,
and screaming,
shouting,
Victor going,
cursing,
sizzling. Sure.
Yeah. The general unhappiness.
Smell of bacon.
Flick.
Yeah.
What are you doing? 40 foot up in the air.
So, Pinky. Now, what we can do at this point
Pinky appears, tentacles. He's only got 7. One of them, unfortunately, was lost in a rather indiscreet moment where he may or may not have attempted to sneak into the galley. And there was a declaring of "No calamari will ever invade my space!" And since then, Flick has been on 7 tentacles.
So, so we could either go and kill the bad guy, or go and save the crew. What should we do? Yes, I think we should kill the bad guy as well. Okay.
So,
Flick.
is going to gently fly down to the ballista. Yeah.
It's good to see that we haven't missed a beat after not playing these characters for so long.
Yeah, we're just right back into it.
What can I say?
And
We embraced them.
can Flick sense how far away? So I'm counting the squares.
Yeah.
Is he within 60 foot?
The individual on the dais?
Uh-huh.
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool. Flick is going to cast telekinesis,
Yes.
which means he needs to make a strength check against my spellcasting ability, which is intelligence.
Okay, give me a second here, and of course he's now gone because Oh no, there he is. There he is. Thanks, Fantasy Grounds, for keeping him in track as to where he should be.
Yay, thank you, Fantasy
I get
Grounds.
to add him because hey, let's do 3 combats at once.
Yeah, Mark.
I'm down with that.
What a great idea.
So he is busy doing this. You are casting telekinesis against this little figure hopping around.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to make a saving throw, is that correct?
Yes. Strength.
Strength 12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Damn it.
8. What are we rolling against? This is awfully exciting.
It fails.
It fails. So your telekinesis fails. As your spell washes over him, he looks up and he sort of hops around and looks directly at you. Oh, no, you didn't, he shouts. He's got this sort of greenish skin. He looks to be goblinish.
Oh, for crying out loud! You're supposed to be dead!
Says you. I'm not dead. But you are. That's what he's shouting. Just to clarify, it's not snicked. Just to clarify.
No, we figured.
Oh, okay.
Jagged
I
Jaw.
thought it was. Flick thinks it is.
All right.
Oh, you're back.
All right. So, I'm going to, as a bonus action,
This massive beast.
with a
opponent.
verbal component,
Yes.
select this creature, whatever it might be, as the target for my hunter's mark.
Very well. It is marked.
Excellent, excellent. Whenever I deal damage to him, I get an extra d6 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to introduce him to my exquisite anchor that I had custom made over the last 3 years. It is forged from the fires of one of the most memorable cooking pots my nan ever used to make a famous curry. I hold it as a memento to her as I swing it and bring it crashing into your face.
You hit it. You hit this poor innocent creature in the face.
Innocent. Yeah.
You smack it for 10 damage. It yelps.
And an extra d6.
And an extra d6, which I will add. It yelps in pain. As you
Plank.
bang it across the nose with the pot. You doing anything else?
No, I think that's about it. Let me just check something super quick.
Okay.
Oh, no, I've got an extra attack. So let's smack him again, shall we?
I was about to say, you are level 10 now. The character, just for those of you that are wondering how on earth this crew got to where it
still
was.
Nice.
They're now all level 10. 3 years have passed. You wallop it for a massive 22 damage.
Do I also... I don't double the extra damage from the Hunter's Mark, do I?
No, you just add that on top.
Hey.
An extra 6.
The
Very nice.
beast holds back tears. Great big black oozing like substance from the blinding pain you just inflicted in its snout.
Sorry, I should also point out, because I'm also level 10, I now have Colossus Slayer. Whenever I hit a creature that is less than its maximum hit points, I also deal a d8 damage.
Nice. So another
Nice.
4.
Does.
It now openly starts crying.
Oh no.
Good.
Yeah.
No, it is a young red shadow dragon. It's just
yes.
a baby.
It is. It's really
Bad Shadow Dragon.
Victor Salt, you watch as Jaggerjaw unleashes his full fury, dealing 50
All right.
points of damage. It's just a mega assault into this poor beast. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna sort of walk around
Okay.
to slash it from the other side when it's not looking.
Make your attack.
And to rearrange my window a little bit. There we go. That was a hit. I'm going to use menacing attack, which means it has to do a wisdom save or be frightened of me.
Ha! Everyone's fighting a Victor. Even dragons.
Just checking to see if it has. Oh wait, wrong creature. I'm just checking to see if it has immunity from
That's true. It might
from
be
fear.
frightened.
It does not have immunity from fear of Victor Salt.
Victor
So-
just sort of dodges around and goes, ah! Just stabs it into the neck.
What save is it again?
Jaggerjaw goes, ah!
Wisdom. A wisdom save.
It's terrified
Against-
of you. It's absolutely
Yes, it
terrified
is.
of you.
And I also do damage, and I do an extra d10 from my attack.
Nice. Okay, I will add that damage.
Oh, I should have dragged it onto the thing. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. So the one damage was taken through. The other one is I've added on manually. It is now terrified of you,
And
so it's
then
going to try
I'm
and
going
move
to
away
use-
from you as fast as it can. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes. And I'm also going to use a bonus action to do second wind and heal myself for 18.
Nice. Top of the round. There's a kitty busy licking you, but it realizes that you have stopped being you, and so it's just going to bite you. Yeah. Or try to, anyway. Which it does. It does. It does. It does. It does.
Ow.
Quite successfully, I should say.
It's very good at its job.
That much damage. And then it claws you.
Oh no!
Bad kitty.
And misses on its first attack.
Okay, good.
And
Oh no!
gets a natural 20 on its second attack because apparently
Who
that's
is
how tonight's
this
going. We don't have enough of these running around.
1 or 20. Which would you like?
Yes.
No in between.
Yeah, that's how we
it.
roll.
120.
That's how we roll. So you take
Extremely.
another 22 points of damage on top of that because you don't need to live.
What?
I don't know, that's what Fantasy Grounds is saying, apparently. Lahuna, you are up. You are leaking fish sauce as far as the cat is concerned. The
It's
tartar
a mess.
flows. And it's.
Just get out of there. Maybe you can't open doors. Some cats can't open doors, I've heard.
Or climb trees.
They're learning. Yeah, maybe.
Oh no.
Clever
There we
girl.
go.
So Lahuna looks up at this cat and says, "Bad kitty. I would like to roll an athletics check to try and jump on top of the kitty."
You give me an athletics check to try and jump on top of the kitty. The kitty
I'm going
is
to
going
do
to
that.
do.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, the cat is going to do what all cats do when they don't want to be touched. So it is going to just lie there absolutely still
Mhm.
because it rolled a natural 1.
Oh!
What are these rolls?
What is
Can I say, guys,
happening?
I'm riding a giant cat.
Oh.
So yes, I'm going to say that you have managed to leap up onto its back because when that's what you got to deal with, that's what you got to deal with.
I feel
Okay.
like the saber-toothed cat was just in a state of pure and unbridled confusion.
It really
It's
was.
like, what's happening right now?
It really was. Now it's currently panicking because it's not a battle cat. Yeah.
It's about to panic more because I'm grabbing it with one arm. That means it's instantly getting licked by all of my armor as I lie flat on top of the cat with my arm around its neck. I have my sword in my hands. I go, "Flameo," which is the keyword for it to catch fire. And then I attack the cat.
All right. You've used your actions to get to where you are now, so we'll come to you next round as you hit it with the flaming sword, bringing back childhood memories of myself being absolutely upset when people attack tigers with fire. Jungle Book.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He was doing nothing wrong.
I got the reference.
So the dragon that has failed its save, it's going to move. It's not leaving contact with you, Jagged Jaw, and I don't believe that it's moving away from you because of a fear effect evokes an attack of opportunity from you, Captain Salt. So the dragon is going to move this way. It is going to make a passing attack at Jagged Jaw, and then miss completely. And then, and it can do this, which I think is super cool. You might not.
Being on the receiving end as we are.
Being on the receiving end.
If it detonates,
So
I'll be
I'm gonna
unhappy.
just do that quickly, and so that happens, and then it does a thing, which I will roll very, very quickly.
This is
Oh, a thing.
does not bode
And
well.
the two of you need to make perception checks, please.
Oh, all right. Nope. Victor's too angry.
Oh my
Can't do
god.
anything.
In the
Damn it.
gloom, it vanishes.
It vanishes.
What is going on here?
Meanwhile, so you think you're gonna stop me? I am the great warlock Voxin Chan. I will bring about the destruction of this world for my master, and you will not stop me. Also, I will have my villain statement, even if you are jumping to the end of the adventure before it starts. So, That's what he is screaming at you with dark intent.
All right.
As he points his finger directly at you and starts to mutter something under his breath.
Sure.
You can
Counterspell.
what?
Counterspell.
Just counterspell, just like that. Just gonna counterspell. Just counterspell. Counterspell.
He's turning more and more into my Windswift character. That's all I'm saying. Flying and counterspell. That was like the two.
That was the two. So counterspell, it's higher than a level 3 spell. So there's some rolls that need to happen there.
I'll cast it at 4th level then.
Okay. Well, fine. You counter a spell.
No spell from him.
I
Not
just
spell
imagine
for you.
Blake being like, no.
And he
cut
loses
that spell,
the
warlock!
spell. So he
loses that action.
screams at no fair, no magic.
What do you mean, no magic?
I mean no magic. It's not fair. You.
But we're both wizards. Well, you're a warlock, I'm a wizard. You know, we both use
I'm
magic.
so much better than a wizard. My power comes from my dark lord who's going to make sure that I take over the universe. What have you got a promise of being a librarian? It's
I'm
your
going to
turn.
cast.
Oh,
I'm going to immediately cast Synaptic Static.
next turn is just mobbed by a group of librarians who
Group
come
of
in
librarians.
for vengeance.
He
Don't
does,
piss off librarians, man.
Counterspell? Does he have Counterspell?
he does not.
Okay. Sure. So he needs to make an intelligence saving throw against a DC of 17.
Ooh, very nice.
Okay. Gets 13.
Okay, sure.
What happens to him?
Like one for librarians.
He takes 8d6 psychic damage.
Ow.
Oh.
6, 7, 8. Okay.
That is a lot of psychic damage.
Eh. Oh no, I can't roll it on him. Oh, okay. So I'll roll it into
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He takes 20. I rolled 4 ones.
There's a lot of ones.
Wow.
He got off light.
Yeah.
He did
Ah.
indeed. He
Yeah,
screams
you
in
should have
pain.
hearing smells by now.
Yep.
He screams in pain as your spell wraps around him.
So after he's failed as well,
Yes.
the target has muddled thoughts for a minute. During that time, it has to roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
There we go. Nice.
Pretty
Nice.
bad.
Pretty
So-
bad, I would say. Yes.
Yeah.
You
You need to
build
roll a
the
d6.
warlock to fight the fighters, and the warlock fights the mage. Pretty bad.
Woohoo!
Meanwhile, there's a fish riding a cat.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. This is perfect. This is
All
wonderful.
gone
All right, so
topsy-turvy.
he is completely consumed by this power. Jaggedjaw, the room is absolutely silent except for the heavy bleeding sound. Oh, not so much heavy bleeding sound. The dripping sound coming from Captain Salt and the heavy breathing of the combatants.
Can I look at the ground and see if there's like pools of blood appearing in places,
Sadly,
like in front of me?
there is not.
Very well. I'm going to, at risk of being chomped, move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the portable hole.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Lahuna, what are you?
Lahuna is currently
I-
riding a large
I
cat.
peel the portable hole off the wall. Never mind. No, I don't. I don't peel it off the wall.
Never mind. Don't want to.
I just. Yeah, because from what I see, Lahuna is riding a giant saber-toothed tiger with a flaming sword. And I'm just expecting for any moment,
just leave it to
I
it.
have the power! And then armor to appear on it, and, you know, it just
I
becomes a
am
whole thing.
sheepish.
That's
No,
what
that's
you're
fine.
doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh, are you all right? No, wait, the wrong accent. that was Norman. You all right?
I don't think this cat likes being ridden very much, but I'm working on it.
Victor Salt?
How how high is this plinth thing that the dragon was standing on?
How high? It stands 5 foot high, and then the statue of the dragon, which is no longer there, it was the actual dragon itself, stands another 15 foot above that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was considering like jumping up on it, but
You
like
could,
no,
yeah.
not if it's 5 foot. I don't want to. It's too much work.
Please.
Victor's just gonna sort of walk around the room, checking if this dang creature, and then upon hearing Luna talking about a giant cat, I'm gonna just rush to the door and try to get around to her room, but I can't count, so I'm not sure how far I can get.
You can get to the door and into the passageway without a problem whatsoever.
You can walk through the portal.
Yeah.
I can. It's that big.
How big is your...
Yeah, I can make it up to 10. I can make it up to 10 foot. I would have made it big enough for.
Okay.
All right,
least-
fair enough.
I'll
Then
stick
just
through.
go. Just throw me in there. Victor just jumps through the hole, and I'm gonna stab the cat in the face.
Make your attack, because that's all you've done so far. Is
I'm a fighter. What do you want
No,
from
no,
me?
sorry. So as in, you didn't have to get up and move over. It was just you walked over. So that's all you've done so
yeah,
far. So
exactly.
yeah.
I was like, why am I being like personally attacked here? Okay. I keep having to move everything. Wait, there. Add some
You
damage.
smack that cat. It growls. Yes, indeed.
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit it with my axe.
Almost a
Almost.
20.
Almost 20. And then some damage.
Lots of damage
And then
to
I'm
the
gonna
cat.
hit it again.
Because you can. That's a 19. Definite hit. More damage.
And-
It's bleeding.
That's all of my hitting.
all.
I'm done hitting now, guy.
That's all. You're done now. Okay. just
I'm done now,
making sure.
guy.
All right. The cat is going absolutely ballistic with Lahuna on its back. It is going to try and do this quickly, which it succeeds in doing. So it knows exactly what to do. And I'm going to need you to please give me an animal handling check. Is animal handling still a skill? Yes, it is, I think.
Yeah.
Give it to
Yeah.
me, please.
It is for sure. I'm at -1. Come on, fancy grounds. Give me one of those 20s.
There's a 10. It dislodges you quite easily. It sort of jumps up, arches its back, lands. Its back is still arched. Its fur is up. It hisses at you. So it's effectively escaped a grapple effect. And its fur changes color from that beautiful orange and yellow. It washes around to deep purples and blacks, which again start to flash in all different directions. And that will require you, Lahuna, to give me a wisdom saving throw or be mesmerized.
I shall do that. I have +3 to the saving throw because of my aura.
Yes.
Nice.
And that's sufficient. You are not mesmerized. You can do as you so choose. I don't know why it's saying that you're still paralyzed. I'm going to take that away from you now. Yeah.
It's okay. Oh, is it my go now? It's my go now.
It's your turn. Yeah, sorry.
My go.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Laguna says, well, Kitty, if you're not going to play nicely, then I'm afraid I'm going to have to cook you. So I'm assuming my sword is still flaming.
Yes.
I attack the cat. I get 2 attacks now. It's
Make
pretty
your
exciting.
attacks.
I also do an additional... Well, that wasn't very successful.
Oh no! So many
The
ones.
button's going to wear out.
Yeah.
You completely missed that attack. Absolutely missed.
I think my sword goes out. It's so disappointed in me. It just goes out.
It's embarrassed. It's no longer your... Yeah, it just goes out.
Like-
All right.
Like, that's just not cool. I have a second attack, however.
Okay.
So I use my bonus action, Flameo! And I reflame my sword,
Okay.
and I attempt to stab the cat again.
Go for it.
I will try.
Wow! Wow!
Freaking hell! Those rounds.
Okay. No.
The exact same roll.
On that, the cat gets a free attack because you've basically just been lying down in front of it. Yeah. That's
Wow!
I'm just windmilling round.
yes.
I'm not,
All right,
I'm
Cat,
not
I'm
even
going to start
stabbing.
doing this.
The cat
of course,
hits you,
Yes. And if you get hit, that's your own fault.
and does some damage to you as I think it's a sympathy lick actually more than an actual attack. All right,
think
you're
it bit
done.
itself.
You're done. I'm just going
Yeah.
to move away from you.
I think it
because it's
just
a disaster.
bit itself
Yeah,
according
yeah.
to Fantasy Grounds. It just bit itself.
So, ironically, the corner that you all retreated to is the corner where this thing had to run to because of where Salt had cast Fear. They get to make the dragon gets to make a saving throw each round. Is that correct?
That's possible.
Although you're no longer even in the room, so it's absolutely fine. It's just going to attack the poor old Sharkan. So from the darkness, it has advantage on this attack.
I cast magic missile on the darkness.
It can't magic missile in the darkness. No, it hits you as it bites you from above, and then drops down next to you with 2 attacks. The first attack hits,
Don't die.
dealing that much damage. The second claw, natural 20.
Oh! Ow!
I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on. This is insane. I swear there are no mods loaded. I didn't even think you can load mods, but you take that much damage.
I'm okay.
You're okay. I'm fine. Okay, our delusional warlock who had a moment of grandeur. He has all sorts of effects happening to him. What's going on, Flick?
Well,
he's
it's
got to
his
roll
turn,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's his turn. So
He's got to roll a d6. Yeah.
1.
And then... Oh.
Oh.
What happens on a 1?
Well, he just gets -1 to all of his rolls, basically.
Oh, he just
Well,
gets
most of
-1
them.
to all of his rolls. Okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah. So, right.
What can he do against Flick the Wizard, who's flying around going, "Woo!"
Yes. What can he do? He's got all these wonderful spells, which are great. So he points his finger at you, and he's like, "Oh, really? You're going to do that to me? The great Voxen!" As he's having
Are
this.
you okay? You're slurring a little bit.
Screw you, Blue Man! He shouts as he incants this dark spell. You are within range. You need to give me a saving throw, if you so please. A wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That will
All
do.
right.
For a moment, these black thorns start to form a crown around your head, but then they just turn into smoke and disappear. Oh, blast!
Oh, you got.
He's quite unhappy at the moment.
Flick, where are you?
He is then 5, 10, 15, 20. He gets here and he's like, "Oh, I'll show you the power of Voxen Chan, who really was supposed to be much more epic than he currently is." Flick, you're up.
Flick, where are you?
Yeah, I'm afraid you'd have to make a perception check to hear that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
blue
There's a
little
giant
bastard,
lava
get in there.
waterfall right next to you.
The wind in the ears.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
gonna
you
hear
don't hear it, I'm afraid.
that. I'm going to take out a little. It's like an incredibly delicate little wand. It's about maybe it's just like half a foot. It's just almost made of crystal. I'm gonna go.
This should work. Lightning bolt.
And a massive 100-foot line lightning bolt springs out of the wand and smashes into him.
It does hit him, absolutely.
Hits him. Yep, and it smashes into him, and he has to take 8d6 lightning damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's doing the lightning bolt too?
Yeah.
It's like they're in the room.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If you just
8.
start casting sending, I don't know what I'm doing.
32
He takes
damage.
32 lightning damage. And if he has,
All right.
and if he has anything flammable on him, he gets set on fire. Clothes, for example.
I imagine if you work in a volcano, you wear asbestos underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
maybe.
say so.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
I'll give him that one.
All right.
Maybe just the pants, but
How'd you like that?
So basically, Australian summer wear.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Jagged jaw.
I'm going to glare at this creature, looking at it with my beady black eye,
It looks bad.
as I guarded step away and use a move action to strip my portal away.
Nice.
No, no, I've got 5 hit points left. This ain't happening.
Okay, sure.
You hear a dull thump from the wall.
All right, that's all I can do.
That was great.
Victor Salt.
Probably gonna have to stab that cat again.
Oh no, wait, sorry. You have to make a wisdom saving throw. You're in the presence of a cat.
dude.
+3.
You get +3. That's
Ooh.
nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's fine because you're next to me.
Oh goodness.
The power of my limbs.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Victor Salt's not moving. Unless you've got something that will.
I'm gonna use Indomitable and re-roll that actually.
Indomitable. Lovely. Okay.
Indomitable. Nope.
Apparently
Oh,
not
fancy
that
rats.
indomitable or indomitable.
Nope. He's not having a great day.
Victor's frozen.
Indomitable.
Victor is frozen. Top of the round, the cat is still alive. This is what I love about D&D, and it's surrounded by enemies, which it doesn't really care. It's going to attack Lahuna because Victor didn't do anything. So it claws at you, which bites you, which hits for that much damage, which puts you in the dying state.
Oh
Because that's what needs to happen. Oh, I love it. I love it. Lahuna drops. There's your first save, which is a failed death save. Unless you've got some wonderful means of self-restoration.
Well, I do if I'm conscious.
Ah. Right. I'll come back to you when you are.
We're just gonna
There's also
die in
something
this
to do if
shed.
I'm conscious.
Yeah,
There's
you're
this-
all
we
going to
can
die in this
die
shed.
in a shed.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Blink's gonna walk in the door going,
Oh!
Yeah.
Hey guys, I saved the world! Oh no!
Yes. Back to the warlock on the mount. Is he still affected? Does he have to? He gets another saving throw, doesn't he? To resist
no,
your.
he's just, he has -1 to everything for the next minute.
For the next minute, that's it. Just it. Okay. All right.
I mean, you could possibly argue that he has to re-roll for everything he tries to do, but I mean that's
No.
like a minus a d6 for everything.
Yeah.
So he has to roll on his concentration at -1 because he got hit by a light.
Yeah, he's not doing any concentration though. He
Please.
foiled his spell.
Yeah.
By passing your saving throw. What's up with that? So he is looking around in absolute terror as this whole thing is going on, and he shrieks at you in abyssal, and his
which I
shriek
understand.
is, "Oh my dark lord! Oh, I beg and beseech you, bring forth the minion you have promised me this day." And he needs to make one little intelligence saving throw, which he fails.
Oh wow!
And then he looks down and realizes that his foot has crossed over the circle and that is why the spell did not summon forth what he was hoping to summon forth.
You're a bit stupid, aren't you?
It's at that point that he runs. 10, 15.
He runs.
Yeah, he gets to the bridge and has to make a dexterity saving throw. Which he does, and you see him nimbly skipping across. Give me a perception check, Flick, if you can.
Sure. No, not bad.
Not bad.
17.
You watch as he hops on every second plank, quite purposefully.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he gets to the central rock and he stops.
Uh-huh.
Jaggerjaw.
Wait, whoa. He did that on my turn.
He did? Did I skip
Yep.
you? I skipped you.
Yep.
I'm so
No, you just took his turn.
I just took
No!
Richard's hand. Yeah, you don't need it.
You like took his turn and had it for the warlock. The warlock's like, "Mwahaha!"
I'm that powerful. I can take your turn away from you.
You should
Yes.
steal your turn.
What
So,
level is that?
so yes, it's your turn.
I can fly 60 foot. So I'm going to fly. Woo! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 50, 55, 60. And I'm going to float above the platform there.
He's stopped. Well, he stopped on the rock, but he sees you and he hisses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yep.
gonna cut you.
And then I cast lightning bolt in his face.
Have another lightning bolt!
You hit him square on in the face.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 29 lightning damage straight into his face.
I think his nose is melted.
He is, well, he is looking terrible. Black and singed, burnt to. His eyes are bloodshot more so than they were before. He looks completely frazzled.
You give up!
He will respond on his turn. Jaggerjaw.
Jaggerjaw, quickly turning and seeing the catastrophe that's now happening, is going to move over to here.
Sure.
And I'm within reach of the creature.
Yes, you are.
I'm going to... Is there casting defensively?
You're going to try and cast what? No, go for it.
Can I cast defensively?
So that you
No.
don't invoke an attack of opportunity? Sure.
Yeah.
You.
I will try to
old-school
cast
player,
defensively and cast Cure Wounds upon my dear unconscious Luna.
Lovely.
Range of power.
Throw it. Throw it.
Uh,
Just drop the value from the cure wounds onto Lahuna and it will automatically restore her to life.
okay. Let me...
Don't drop on the cat.
Don't drop it on the cat.
Don't drop it on the cat.
Cat holds up a sign saying drop it on the cat. Natural 1 there, so yes, you restored 2 hit points to Pascarian.
All right.
Victor Salt, you are still mesmerized, so you get
I don't
to
have
give me-
lips. This is harder than it looks.
Give me
Should
another
I get
wisdom
another
saving
wisdom?
throw. Yes, please.
+3 now because I'm alive again.
You're alive again. That's a
Yay!
success. You can act
Only when
as you
it's
so
unconscious.
choose.
Just,
The cat looks up at you with these big, big purple eyes.
Victor was like mid-stab when he got frozen, so he's just kind of...
Make your attack.
Couldn't have stopped it if he wanted to.
Make your attack.
I will.
You hit it
Yay!
for a little damage.
And then I'm going to hit it again.
It looks at you with bigger eyes. You hit it again. And how do you kill it?
I did it, just sort of stabs it, and then it just turns the sword over and just straight down through the skull, and just sort of puts his foot on the skull and just turns the sword around a couple of times and like to make sure it's properly dead. And then he finally sort of staggers back. I was going to use no, never mind. It's dead.
It's dead. Okay.
One day we'll
everyone
work
alive?
through Victor's anger issues.
One day, not today. Luna,
That day, though.
Not this day.
what are you doing, Luna?
First thing I do is I pull a potion, this sort of effervescent red thing. That when I move it, it sort of sparkles and glows. And I go, "Thank you. Are you thirsty?" And I hand it to Jaggerjaw.
Oh,
Don't eat the bottle.
What's it gonna do?
2 points.
I mean,
I'm just
I've
saying,
bottles
it's a
before.
nice bottle.
Yeah, it's a nice bottle.
fine. I'll thank you, Luna.
How am I applying this to him?
Well, if it is liquid nitrogen, we'll roll damage.
Yeah, I'm very trusting. This is just seawater.
Ah,
That was the saltiest thing I've ever tasted. And I ate a block of salt.
apply. What am I doing here? Somebody help
I
me.
don't know. What are you doing?
What is it? It's a healing
I have
potion, right?
the potion,
Uh-huh.
the right potion, correctly listed in my inventory, and I'm trying to apply it to this fish man.
So open up the potion by clicking on the little dragon head or the information symbol.
Has
the
been
little-
done.
Okay, and that will show you how much it restores.
2d4
Does
plus
not
2.
because it's trying to be all sneaky.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, so it's 2d. It's a potion of healing.
It's a potion of extra healy goodness.
Okay.
I tell you what, I'm going to do some research on that, and I'll get
All
back
right,
to you.
you'll
about
get back to me because there's no immediate threat of
Or
combat.
is it the superior healing one?
I am going to use my other action
Yes.
to lay on hands to myself.
All right.
Ooh.
I am going to
Ooh.
restore 50 hit points.
Nice.
I put my hands on my head and I say, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God," and light stutters out of my hands, and the wounds close, and I stop bleeding all over the floor.
Fantastic.
We're all alive. Where's Flick?
I'm gonna
You'll
kill you,
find
you
one.
horrid little blue bastard! Shouts the warlock as
Oh, that's not very nice.
No.
I just offered you surrender.
he is gonna make one of these, hopefully. Yes, he does. And he comes hopping over to you, and this time he's hopping on every third plank as he gets to you. And as he does, he reaches out towards you with his hand glowing black.
You're up in the air, though. Like, how much up in the air?
Oh, probably.
You
about
said you
15
landed,
foot in
didn't
the
you?
air.
I thought you
No,
said you
No, it
landed.
was hovering.
I said I was hovering in the air.
Oh, okay. My apologies. How high up were you hovering?
About 15 foot.
15 feet. That's too high for him. Okay, so his hand is no longer black. Because he can't do that. No, instead he's going to throw that spell at you, which requires you to, if you can, please give me a wisdom saving throw as he starts to whisper. Ah, yes. Your mother was probably a lizard and your father was most definitely a hamster.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Unfortunately, there is that rather unfortunate uncle of yours who does have quite a lot of hair. So there might be a grain of truth in that statement. On a fail save, you take that much. Oh no, it's on a fail save. You passed your save. Yeah, but then again, you remember that that uncle was actually a stuffed doll, and so was not related to you in any way. The relief washes over you, unlike the
Thank you.
spell.
Thanks for that.
You're up, Flick.
Okay. Well, you sure you don't want to surrender?
I'd rather eat.
Lightning bolt.
This time he's ready for you.
Okay, well, it only takes half damage then.
Okay. So 13. He is in a very bad way. He leaps forward onto the balcony. Thank goodness he had somewhere to leap. Are you doing anything else?
How did he leap on my turn?
Well, he's dodging out of the way of. I'm being dramatic.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
sure.
really. I mean, it's right underneath you, right?
What? Where are you going? What?
You're 15 foot above him, power
I just
bombing
had to
him. Just
imagine that
take
he's
the leap.
crawling along the floor. Just going,
Let him have the jump.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly. Jagged Jaw.
I feel better. I got better. All right. Quick recap. Flick's gone. Dragon in the other room. I'm gonna do this and ask the captain what we're doing.
Where does that door lead?
What?
Where does that door lead? I'm
That
pointing
one?
to the other door that we haven't
Open, the
yet
slightly
gone
open
through.
one. Yeah, you can see it. Looks
Yes.
like it leads outside. It does. You look through it. There's
I'll
a
kick it
rope
open.
bridge with wooden slats leading to a ballista.
I will make my way over.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Jesse, what?
Please don't fail.
What?
oh god.
I was afraid. Never mind. No, it's
Yeah.
probably a good thing. Like we
Okay.
don't.
Oh.
Oof.
What?
Your second
I
Nice.
step.
stop halfway. There's like a creaking log as I turn to say, "What is it?" Oh, never mind. And then I keep going.
Yes, absolutely. The one plank falls away into the lava, revealing a rather nasty fall. If you were unprepared, do you continue moving forward?
Yeah. Can I jump?
You can, of course, you can.
I'll jump.
As was pointed out to me, you can jump your strength distance base. So, what's your strength distance?
Oh. My strength is I've got 4 plus 4 of my strength.
Yeah, all right. Nah, you can clear it. You jump. You land on the other side. Not a problem.
Can I see Flick now?
Your cure wounds. Just a point of order. Your cure wounds is a bonus action, or was it an actual action?
No, that was my main.
Okay, so you're done. Yes, from here you can see Flick because there's this wonderful red glow coming up from the lava. There's that hot smell in the air. You can quite literally smell the heat. And then there's a flare of blue lightning followed by a high-pitched cackle. There is no doubt that you can see where Flick is. He appears to be fighting a green version
Captain?
of himself.
I found Flick.
What is he doing?
He's battling a wizard. Maybe. Or he's injuring a helpless old man crawling across the floor who's smoldering.
All right, both sound likely. Is there a way to get to him from there?
No, but it looks like maybe the building connects if you head that way. And I point like northward from the room that we were previously in. But there's a dragon over there.
Yeah, there's still the dragon in there.
There's also this big ballista.
Can you shoot the big ballista at the?
Not
At
right
the
now. I
old
feel like
man?
I've talked for too long.
All right.
have-
You mean
We'll
to
do
salt
that
her up?
later.
Okay.
Right. What do you think about trying to brave the dragon room again then?
I think maybe the dragon is friendly.
It is not friendly, Luna.
Did you ask it questions?
Yes, I asked it, and they told me in many words exactly how unfriendly it was. Just go. We need to
Okay.
get to Flick.
Okay. So we have the hole, right? So we can go hole, room, run, hole, out of room.
The hole just jumped across a lava waterfall.
But
Oh, no, the hole's
those
still
are
there.
cold doors, Luna.
no, you closed
Let's
it. You
just
take it out,
go. Those are cold
I pulled the
doors.
door.
Yeah,
I
you
pulled it.
took it down. So I'm just gonna go like
the door?
5, 10, 15. I can't count 20, 30, I guess.
Okay, you can double move to get to the door and into the room if you so choose.
Yeah, I want to go here,
Sure.
just sort of waiting, or sort of right
Okay.
next to the opening, waiting
You
for Luna.
can see through the doorway that the dragon has returned to its statue space. And as you're looking at it, you can see that its wounds are very slowly starting to seal themselves up.
Oh, bastard. All right, well,
Luna, you are
Victor,
alone.
where are you going? I want
to save Flick.
Let's come. Let's go together though, because it's more fun and it's
Just be
nicer.
careful of the dragon in there. It's very angry.
Okay, but maybe if we just one goes
just a
in
statue.
front and one goes behind, and we just. You mean the statue, right?
Yes, the statue came alive
Are you have you been drinking Chef's special green liquid?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't have time for this right now.
Okay, let's go then. Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go. Yeah.
The green one looks up at you, and he says, "All right, wait. Let's talk."
Oh, okay. I like talking. How you doing? You okay down there?
You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, he throws his hands forward, and you're 15 feet away, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so you're absolutely fine. He throws his hands forward, and these bolts come sailing towards you. One hits you.
Mm.
I would like
Eldritch
to cast
Blast!
You
as
what?
a reaction.
You
Whoa,
what?
whoa.
Yeah. I know. What are you doing?
I'm casting shield as a reaction.
Okay.
So
Increase your armor class by 5.
yes.
And he
Also,
hit-
I'm a war mage, so I have a concentration spell up, and one of my features is durable magic, which gives me +2 AC.
So what's your final AC? Because he hit a 15. I think that's an miss.
I have actually at the moment 19 AC.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so the first one slams into your shield and dissipates without dealing any damage. He throws his second hand up, however, and tries to penetrate through that wonderful
Ooh.
AC of yours. He does succeed.
Oh, hold on. He has to roll at disadvantage.
I hate you so much right now, says the goblin.
Yeah, the goblin.
So his
Flick
first.
has a
Oh, and a -10, and your legs are broken,
Yes.
and you have to use
Quick as-
only your nose to cast.
All
So
right.
your feet are on fire.
So this is his disadvantage roll, which is a 14. So the blast almost hits you, but again slams into your various magic defenses and has
Yeah.
no effect. That was how we apologize in Goblin.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
Let me show you how I apologise.
It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna lightning bolt him again.
And he gets a dexterity save of 14.
That's a failure.
I'm dying.
Oh.
So is he. Oh wow.
29 lightning damage.
He screams. How does he die?
I kind of want to pick him up with the lightning and just chuck him in the lava.
Kind of like
You
your
emperor him
adventure
into
guy.
the lightning,
Like the
into
emperor.
the lava.
I'm so sorry about your adventure guy.
As he is flung over into the lava, just before he reaches the fire, he's like, "Oh, it's always ironic deaths, isn't it?" As he disappears into the flames.
It's not ironic, it's coincidental, get it right.
No.
Everyone's a critic.
No.
Shaggerjaw, you've watched Flick
Um,
literally just lightning bolt this individual into the lava.
Yeah. Yeah, right. You okay, Flick?
The green glowing dais
Yeah, I'm good.
that you can see in the middle of the lava field is no longer glowing green. It's now darkened down.
I think I fixed it.
Alright. Captain, don't go into the dragon room! We're done!
Do I roll to see if I hear him?
You do, because he's on the other side of the lava waterfall. You don't hear him, neither does Lahuna.
Help! All right, 3,
damn it.
2, 1, death.
What are you doing,
all right.
Shaggerjaw?
Alright, I'm going to jump back across. Now I can actually make that jump without worrying, can't I?
Yeah, because you can jump like
run,
20
you can
foot.
jump across that. You're fine.
Yeah,
You have to do a running jump though. Someone pointed out you do have to do a running jump to be able to do that. You've got
Oh, do
enough
I?
space to do it. Yeah,
I'll
you're
do a
fine.
running jump.
Yeah, you're fine. You can
And I'll
yeah.
keep saying, wait.
You can indeed. Talk as a free action.
What?
Victor, you're up.
What?
Can I talk?
What is it?
Flick! Kill the die. Big spell. Gone. Done. Dragon.
All right. Just closing the door. Just quietly closes the door again. Okay. All right. Flick's okay. Everything's fine.
Yep.
All right.
So we're not going in the room.
No, I'd like to not go
Jaguar
into that room.
explained big sparkly magic-y thing. Suddenly no longer big sparkly magic after Flick turned him into a lava burrito.
Oh,
Right.
Yep.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious.
It is.
Right. So unless you want to go figure out the rest of this place, I guess we wait here for Flick to come back.
Can I just like fly over and just like pop my head over the side of the roof going, hello?
As he does so, I get surprised and I cast Wind Wall on him.
And so it is that the threat of Fox and Jan, who apparently was not very threatening at all, comes to a fiery end. Our captain and crew triumphant against... Well, no, let's be absolutely honest. The biggest thing that posed a threat was a bloody cat. And... yes, so Flick
I love the way
returns...
that Flick killed the great threat by himself, and three of us were there, like, pouring away at a cat. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, actually, it was the dragon. It was technically the dragon, the warlock, and the wardrobe. So.
That's true.
All right, I require now those of you that got secret messages to go and read your secret messages. Those of you that didn't,
I'm not cool.
Captain Salt, poor old Flick, Jaggedjaw, and Lahuna climb down the side of the cliff face. Flick flies down. He does fly down. Yeah, that's honest. And start making your way back towards the second chance. As you have got onto the longboat, which would have been required for Captain Salt to get back to the second chance, the individual in the longboat looks up at you. Oh, did it go all right then, Captain? Yeah, fine.
Well,
He starts
guess
rowing.
did.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. He starts to row whilst Salt tells him about
yes.
what
Why don't you
went on.
ask Flick how it went?
But drifting all the way back to the lava field and to this portal that would have opened up somewhere dark and diabolical, two figures appear in strange fiery silhouette. One looking unhappy, the other one looking perhaps a little smug. Joined, Ixtec, you are standing next to each other, having just seen this whole thing play out.
Really? That was absolutely ridiculous. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You're muted, Michael.
I actually muted myself even though I wasn't. Well, I told you that they were a lot more powerful than we gave them credit for when we first arrived. And they had plenty of time since.
This is so dumb. I'm gonna
I
get you
must
back
say-
for this.
Well, you see, I expected a lot more from at least one of your people, but to be defeated by just one of the members of the crew of the Second Chance, that's embarrassing.
Oh, trust me, he's going to feel that embarrassment when I catch up with him downstairs. And you, don't you think this is my final plan? I've still got some things up my sleeves. And you are going to get some of this death and destruction as well.
Well, if there's anything you ever need in order to make your death and destruction a little bit more viable, then you just need to tell me what you desire.
Oh,
And on that note, the flames consume them, taking them back to Avernus, where their feud might continue. This concludes our series. Thank you all so very much for watching and participating in all of the shenanigans that we have thrown at you. A massive, massive thank you to my wonderful players. Jenny, who could forget the indomitable Captain Salt, as well as Ixtec, the character who truly succumbed to their inner devil.
truly.
Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. Flick the Magnificent, Thorn, the Spiky. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm Thorn. Yeah, a little harder to pin down, but yeah, Thorn.
Just on.
You did all right. Yep.
It's, yes, it has been
Probably the
quite a
most
journey.
cool person in Avernus.
Yeah,
Yes.
legit.
Yeah,
Coolest guy in Avernus.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Jormund, now avatar for the devils, and Jagsy, loyal supporter, baiter of dragons, wielder of
Eater of
the
sandwiches.
eater of sandwiches. Yes, so many titles.
Eater of sandwiches. Nora of West.
Get that in on a sash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Number one sandwich eater.
Ah, dear, oh dear. And then, of course, to our wonderful Lahuna Pescarian, or May La Rouge. How different are those two characters? Yes, absolutely, absolutely wonderful. For those of you that were hoping for some cameos, buried around my extensive map, which I made,
Sorry, guys.
we have a bag. We have a bag of snicked. A little bag of snicked placed there by a certain Jormund, and then a box containing a certain creature that has a remarkable scent of peppermint.
What?
Yeah. So
Snicked and peppermint.
Yeah, Flick.
that's
Sorry, 10th level wizards are crazy. All right,
Crazy.
they're crazy.
Michael.
No, I'm
say
sorry for
Flick's
expecting
on-
anything else from you.
I'd say Flick's gone mad with power, but I think the madness came before the power.
Yeah.
It's got mad plus power.
Yes, exactly.
Let's talk about the man. The man with the power.
Oh.
There we go.
No, I was gonna say, and of course, let's not forget the one who couldn't obviously be here for the final episode, Myri, who is in my country at the moment, slocking it out in the heat. Again, fantastic between Indigo, the rather peculiar, I guess, the spiritually connected, and of course Nazaya, the ever put upon by everyone else.
Severely traumatized. Yeah.
The doer of no deals. You know,
That's
even though
right.
she's not here. Very well
Truly
missed,
the
very
hero
well
of
missed.
season 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
To
yeah.
our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sponsors, let's go to the screen so we can see them. WorldAnvil.com, keeping track of everything and all the chaos and the madness that went on here with regards to the characters. Dungeon Fog for allowing us to have all of these beautiful maps that we have used throughout the entire series. And, of course, to Fantasy Grounds, who provided us with... I didn't think we were ever going to have as many D20s as we did in like episode 8 or 9. And
Crazy.
then this one was just nuts. Absolutely, absolutely nuts.
Two ones in a row.
Double
Two
ones.
ones in a freaking row.
By the way,
Yep.
Guy, the combat with Flick at the beginning there with the great old one warlock. If I'd have succeeded at that, I would have been able to literally just pull him off the platform and dunk him in the lava and hold him.
Right. Yes. Absolutely.
And then we could have explored the mansion.
And then you could have
And
explored the
then he
mansion.
would have been
Right.
dead in
Absolutely.
like the first 10 minutes.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're going to go to Afterlife, which is where we chew the fat about the game, and I'll explain to you why he sucked as much as he did. He really wasn't supposed to. But who can account for flying wizards? I didn't think when I was doing the map. So join us for Afterlife. That's on twitch.tv/greatgm. And that will be happening in about 10 minutes or so once we've grabbed a cup of coffee. And we literally will just unpack, hang out with the cast, I should say, for half an hour. And yes, a massive, massive, massive thank you to Dungeons and Dragons for allowing us, for giving us this fantastic opportunity. 24 episodes, 6 months of absolutely amazing role playing, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody said. I had an absolute blast, and we've told some great stories, which I think is what it's all about. So, Dungeons and Dragons, you've been doing it since the 70s. I hope you continue to do it way on into the future, because it's absolutely awesome. And from me and everybody here, I say to you all, until next time, perhaps, I wish you all the very happiest of gaming.